Owning your own aircraft is a dream come true for many pilots. But that dream can quickly become a financial nightmare if you're not careful. In aviation, small decisions can have massive consequences. Whether it's maintenance shortcuts, paperwork issues, or pushing performance limits, owner pilots often make avoidable mistakes. Let's break down 5 of the most expensive missteps that can easily cost $10,000 or much more. Many eager buyers skip detailed pre-purchase inspections to save money upfront. But this short-term thinking can lead to long-term regret. Hidden corrosion, engine wear, or neglected maintenance history can turn a bargain into a money pit. A thorough inspection by a trusted A&P can reveal deal-breaking issues before the paperwork is signed and before you're stuck with a 6-figure repair bill. One pilot bought a used Mooney without verifying compressions or AD compliance. Months later, he faced a top-end engine overhaul and unresolved airworthiness directives. The result, a $17,000 repair tab and months of downtime. A $1,500 inspection would have saved him that pain. Moral of the story, always verify logs, inspect thoroughly, and assume nothing when buying an aircraft. Trust, but verify. Owner pilots often delay maintenance hoping to save costs. But minor issues tend to worsen over time, leading to major failures. A leaking oil seal might cost $200 to fix early but wait too long, and it could destroy the engine. The FAA holds the pilot in command responsible for airworthiness, and willful neglect can void insurance or worse jeopardize safety. One Bonanza owner ignored a small crack in the exhaust manifold to get through the season. That crack eventually caused an in-flight fire, damaging the firewall and avionics. The repair cost $24,000. Fortunately, no one was hurt. The lesson: just like with health, early intervention in aircraft maintenance almost always costs less than waiting for failure. Many owner pilots know how to fly but not how their aircraft actually works. Misunderstanding systems like turbochargers, fuel distribution, or electrical buses can lead to misuse and expensive consequences. Improper leaning techniques, for example, can cause cylinder damage over time, something not always caught until it's too late. A pilot flying a turbocharged Cirrus routinely climbed at full power with excessive temperatures. After just 200 hours, 2 cylinders needed replacement. Total bill, $9,800, barely under our threshold. Understanding how your engine breathes, cools, and runs saves money and extends life. Read the PO, take a systems class, or talk to a knowledgeable mechanic. Your bank account will thank you. Sloppy logs might not seem like a big deal until you try to sell, insure, or get a loan on your aircraft. Missing entries, incomplete AD compliance, or vague maintenance descriptions can drastically lower resale value. Worse, some repairs might need to be redone or verified, costing thousands just to make it right on paper even if the work was properly done the first time. One pilot tried selling his Cherokee 6 and found the beer's mechanic asking tough questions. The seller had no documented compliance for several ADs, even though the work had been done. Without proof, it didn't count. He paid nearly $11,000 for redundant inspections and repairs just to get the plane market ready. Keep your logs organized, scanned, and backed up. They are as valuable as the aircraft itself. Many owner pilots fall in love with the idea of flying rather than the realities of aircraft ownership. They overpay for upgrades, chase vanity modifications, or make impulsive purchases based on emotion instead of logic. This can lead to overspending on things that don't add real value or performance, just fancy avionics or unnecessary STCs. One pilot spent over $30,000 on a custom paint job, touchscreen avionics, and leather interior, then realized he was flying less than 20 hours a year. When he tried to sell, the plane appraised lower than expected. Upgrades only go so far in increasing resale value. Make changes based on mission needs, not aesthetics. Ask yourself, does this upgrade really improve utility or safety? Flying is thrilling, but aircraft ownership is a business, whether you treat it that way or not. Emotional decisions often disguise themselves as passion. Be wary. Consult with other experienced owners, mechanics, and brokers before big decisions. And never upgrade just to keep up with others on the ramp. You'll be paying long after the envy wears off. Aircraft hate sitting. Owner pilots who only fly a few hours a month may think they're saving on fuel and wear, but infrequent flying causes corrosion, battery degradation, and stuck components. Not flying your plane is one of the quickest ways to rack up maintenance bills. An inactive engine can degrade faster than one that's flown and cared for regularly. One Cessna 180 sat idle for 6 months while its owner traveled abroad. On return, the owner faced $15,000 in corrosion repairs, tire rot, and fuel system issues. Hangar fees don't protect your plane from time. If you're not flying regularly, consider a shared ownership model or dry leasing to keep the aircraft in use. Sitting still is not saving, it's silently destroying. First, treat your aircraft like a business asset, not a toy. Make decisions based on data, expert advice, and mission needs. Invest in education, whether it's system knowledge, maintenance literacy, or ownership workshops. Be proactive about maintenance and paperwork. And most importantly, fly often and fly smart. The more informed you are, the less expensive surprises you'll face. Connect with other owner pilots, online forums, local flying clubs, and FAA safety seminars offer invaluable insights. Learning from others' expensive mistakes can save you thousands. Aircraft ownership is a community, and shared knowledge is one of its greatest assets. The worst mistake is thinking you're the only one who's made one. Most have. What matters is what you learn from it. Insurance is another area where ignorance costs dearly. Misunderstanding coverage, skipping required training, or failing to report upgrades can lead to denied claims. Always consult with your aviation insurance broker before making changes. A single oversight could leave you paying for a total loss out of pocket. It's rare, but not rare enough to ignore. Finally, remember, aircraft ownership isn't cheap, but it also doesn't have to be financially devastating. Avoiding just one of these major mistakes can keep you flying stress-free for years. Be vigilant, be humble, and be prepared. The skies reward the cautious and punish the careless. The choice and the savings are ultimately up to you.